Hi everybody, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe and understood the previous session and concepts discussed in it. So let us revise quickly what we have discussed in the previous session. So, can you tell me what is earth made up of? Yes, the earth is made up of rocks and soil. What are rocks made up of? Rocks are made up of tiny grains called minerals. Who is a geologist? A person who studies how rocks and soil make up the earth is known as a geologist. We also discuss about different kinds of rocks. That rocks are found everywhere on the earth. Few rocks are small, few are very large, and some are made into smaller and smaller particles called the soil. All the rocks are not the same. Some are very hard, some are very soft. So, can you tell me the name of the hardest rock? Yes, diamond is the hardest rock. Can you tell me the name of a rock which is very soft? Yes, chalk is a very soft rock. Can you tell me how is soil formed? Yes, long time back when there were only rocks on the earth, soil is formed by the action of sunlight, water, wind and changes in weather upon the rocks. The rocks broke into smaller and smaller pieces over many years. These rocks became soil. You know that the top layer of soil is very fertile. It takes hundreds of years to make the topmost layer of soil. So, what is the soil made up of? Yes, soil is made up of tiny pieces of rocks and rotted pieces of dead plants and animals, which we call humus. Humus is dark brown or black in color. It is a very fertile part of soil. The presence of humus provides nutrients to the plants. In the previous session, we also discussed about various things present in the soil. We discussed about two experiments. Now, when you see this picture, can you tell me what can you prove from the picture? Yes, we yesterday we discussed two experiments that soil contains air and soil contains water. So how can you prove that the soil contains air? For that we did an experiment. We did an activity which shows that soil contains air, and another activity I have discussed with you which shows that soil contains water. So how to prove that soil contains air? Yes, take some soil in a bowl. Pour some water over the soil. You will see bubbles of air coming out of the soil. This is because the soil particles escape soil particles. Air between the soil particles, air is present, and the air escapes between the soil particles in the form of bubbles. So in the first picture, can you see the bubbles? This shows that air is present in the soil. In the next activity which we did, it proved that soil contains water. How to prove that? Take some soil in a bowl and heat it on a stove or gas. Hold a metal plate over it. You will see small droplets of water forming on the underside of the plate. This is because the water present in it got evaporated, and when it came in contact with the cold plate, it was converted into water, the droplets of water. Now we are going to study about different layers of soil. For that, we have one more experiment. Place some soil from a garden in a large bottle. The bottle should be transparent. Pour some water in the bottle. Place the lid on the bottle and shake the bottle well. Now, let the bottle remain undisturbed for several minutes to observe different layers that settle down in the bottle. You will see different layers. They are humus, clay, sand and gravel. Now, to see how different layers settle down in the bottle one by one, you will observe that at the bottom, small stones called gravels, they settle down at the bottom of the bottle. Why? As they are quite heavy. So, at the bottom of the bottle, you will see gravel. You will notice that the layer of soil having large particles but smaller than the gravel. These are sand particles. It can be seen separately. You must have noticed that the size of sand particles are little bigger than the soil or clay. Yes, when you were playing with the soil, you must have noticed the particles of the soil. Above the sand, you will find a layer of soil. The soil particles are very small or fine. This is a layer of clay which cannot be seen separately, in which the particles cannot be seen separately. Now, at the top, the floating layer, it is of dark brown or black in color, which is humus. So, if we start from the bottom, there will be a layer of gravel, then a layer of sand, then a layer of clay, and finally at the top there will be a layer of humus. There are spaces between the soil particles. These spaces are filled with air and water. Now, we will see different types of soil. As we have already discussed, soil is collected from different places are different. Some are light brown in color, some are dark brown in color, some are red. The soils also feel different. They are different as they are made up of different rocks. On the basis of what kind of particles they contain, the soil can be divided into three types: sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil. Now, clay soil, the types of soil are clay soil, sandy soil, and loamy soil. So, clay soil, as it is clear from the name itself, this type of soil contains more clay. Do you know which type of soil is used by a potter to make the pots? Yes, you guessed it right. Potters use clay soil to make the pots. The soil contains clay and the soil is very soft. The particles are very small and can be easily made into any shape. It contains very tiny or very small particles. Such a soil is known as clay soil. Most of the plants cannot grow well in the clay soil. Do you know why? Because the roots of plants require both air and water to grow. The soil particles in clay soil do not have spaces between them, so that soil does not have much air and the water cannot go through. So it has a lot of water and is sticky. As the plant need both air and water for growth, So most of the plant cannot grow well in the clay soil. It is dense and heavy. It absorbs lots of water. But few crops like rice grow in the clay soil. Daylily, aster and few flowering plants grow in the clay soil. So, the soil that contains tiny particles and is smooth to touch. It mostly contains clay. Such a soil is known as clay soil. In this picture, you can see the rice fields. Yes, rice can grow well in the clay soil. Next, we are going to study about sandy soil. Now, as it is clear from the name, sandy soil contains more of sand. We can see this type of soil when we go to beaches. Isn't it fun playing with sand on beaches? So, a soil which contains lots of sand is called sandy soil. It has lots of space between them. This type of soil cannot hold much water as water goes through it very easily because of the large spaces between the soil particles. So, very few plants can grow well in the sandy soil like bajra, carrot, radish, potatoes and tomatoes can grow well in the sandy soil. So, the soil which contains a lots of sand is known as sandy soil. Sandy soil has large particles with lots of space between them. This is the picture of bajra grown in a sandy soil. So, the next type of soil is loamy soil. Loamy soil is a mixture of both sandy soil and clay soil. So, it has the qualities of both sandy and clay soil. It holds both air and water. So, it is a type of soil for the plants to grow. And all the plants grow well in loamy soil. Loam is a mixture of sand and clay. It holds both water and air. It also contains humus. Importance of soil. We all know that the soil is very important for earth. It is very important for us. Can you tell me how? Is it possible for you to survive without plants on earth? No, definitely not. But where do the plants grow? Yes, the plants grow in the soil. They require water and minerals to make the food, which they take from the soil in which they grow. So, for standing erect on the land and making their own food, plants are dependent on the soil. Plants use the nutrients from the soil to grow and make food. That's why we depend on the plants and plants depend on the soil. Thus, the soil provides us with the food. Now we have discussed three different types of soil and we also discussed that different plants grow well in different types of soil. For example, rice grows well in the clay soil, bajra grows well in the sandy soil, and loamy soil is the ideal place for the growth of all the plants. Apart from that, the soil is a home for many animals, insects, worms, etc. Bigger animals use the soil to make their dens. Few small animals spend most of their life in the soil. For example, rabbits, ants, earthworms, moles, and few insects are the examples that makes their home in the soil. While playing with the soil, you must have seen few insects and earthworm in it. So, from where they came from? Right, it is they live in the soil itself. Now, we get things from the soil to build our houses. Right, we get sand, clay, bricks, cement, glass, metal, so many things we get from the soil. So, we get things from the soil to build our houses. By adding manure or fertilizers, we can make the soil more fertile so that farmers can get better crops. Now let us take a look at the few pictures. Yes, this is a picture of a tree. So this is another picture which shows that plant grow in the soil. This is the picture of an animal who has made a burrow. This animal live in the soil. In the same way, few other animals also make their home in the soil. That's why soil is very important for us. We get the materials to build our house from the soil. For example, bricks. Let us have a look at the next picture. Sand, clay, tiles, bricks, etc. We get all these things from the soil. Thus, soil is important for us in so many ways. As we have discussed, the plants grow in the soil. Animals make their home in the soil. We take product from the soil to make build our houses. So, in this lesson, we have discussed that Earth is made up of rocks and soil. Rocks are made up of tiny grains called minerals. They may be made up of one or more minerals of different colors. We also discuss how soil was formed. From the rocks, we know that different soil look different because they are made up of different kind of rocks. When the bigger rocks broke over a large period of time into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces till it becomes the soil. Now we also discuss about different layers of soil. For that we conducted an activity in which we took some soil in a transparent bottle, put some water inside the bottle and shook the bottle, wherein we saw various layers of the things which are present in the soil, that is gravel, sand, clay and humus. We also discussed about three different kinds of soil, that is clayey soil, sandy soil and loamy soil. Clayey soil contains more particles of the clay that are very small particles. That's why it holds lots of water. Sandy soil is mostly made up of sand. It holds much air but it cannot hold water. The water goes through sandy soil because of the space between the particles. Loamy soil is a mixture of sand and clay. We also discussed that the soil is very important for us as we depend on the plant and the plants grow inside the soil. Plants get the water and minerals from the soil to grow. We can provide manure or fertilizer. When we put the manure or fertilizer, the plants grow better and give a better yield, that is crop. By adding manure or fertilizer to the soil, we can get a better crop. Do you know that the farmers add manures or fertilizer to get a better crop? We also discussed that few animals like earthworm, rabbit, moles live inside the soil. We use things from the soil to build our houses like cement, bricks, glasses, etc. Now we are going to end this session here. Hope you enjoyed the session.